We live surrounded by forests, yet they are vanishing. Leaves turn to ash, rivers run dry, and countless precious creatures disappear from this world. Once, the forests stretched endlessly, a vast green cathedral beneath the sky. Sunlight filtered through canopies, painting the ground with gold. Rivers wound like silver threads, and the air itself hummed with life, silent, constant, eternal. They were the lungs of the earth, breathing steadily, giving life to everything around them. But now, they are vanishing. Fires rage where serenity once reigned. Axes bite into the hearts of ancient trees, leaving only stumps and smoke. Roads cut through the wilderness like scars, and chainsaws echo where birdsong once ruled. And you, yes, you, will feel it. Not years from now, not in some distant land. You will feel it in the air that chokes your lungs, in the water that carries unseen poisons, in every storm that no longer remembers balance. The loss of the forests is not abstract. It is intimate, it is your reality. Forests are not just collections of trees, they are vaults of carbon, silent guardians holding back the fiery breath of the atmosphere. Every tree felled, every hectare burned, releases carbon dioxide that has been trapped for centuries. The Amazon alone holds over 90 billion tons of carbon. Destroying it is like lighting a fuse under a global carbon bomb. Fires in Borneo, the Congo, and the Amazon are pouring carbon into the air at alarming rates. Every chainsaw stroke, every cleared acre, accelerates the warming of our planet. Carbon emissions from deforestation account for nearly 10% of all human-made CO2. This isn't just a statistic, it is a ticking clock. Hurricanes grow stronger, droughts scorch lands that once fed millions. Floods drown cities built on complacency. All of this begins with a forest that no longer stands. We think we can just replace it. But ecosystems that took millennia to form cannot be restored in a few decades. They are fragile masterpieces of life, intricately balanced, and yet we unravel them with greed and ignorance. The forests weren't just absorbing carbon. They regulated rainfall, maintained soil fertility, and moderated local temperatures. Without them, storms become violent and erratic, rivers overflow or vanish, and once fertile lands turn barren. Imagine a world where each breath carries the weight of 1,000 destroyed trees, where heat waves arrive earlier, stronger, and last longer, where the air itself becomes an enemy. This is not fiction. It is unfolding right now. Forests are also vaults of life, cradles of biodiversity. Millions of species call them home, from the tiniest insects to majestic predators. And yet, one by one, they vanish. In Borneo, orangutans flee fragmented forests, their cries drowned out by chainsaws. Jaguars in the Amazon roam territories that shrink with each passing year. Exotic birds, once so vibrant, grow silent as their habitats are destroyed. Coral-like fungi, delicate orchids, and medicinal plants disappear without anyone even noticing. This extinction is not just an ecological tragedy, it is an economic wound. Humans rely on these species more than we dare to admit. Bees pollinate crops worth billions. Plants hold the cures for diseases we haven't even discovered yet. Timber provides livelihoods for communities all over the world. Every extinction is like a domino, toppling not only ecosystems, but human prosperity. And this extinction isn't happening far away. It creeps into our lives unnoticed. A missing pollinator leads to smaller harvests. A vanished medicinal plant means fewer treatment options. A predator removed from the forest allows its prey to explode in population, spreading disease. The web of life is fragile, and we are tearing it apart, thread by thread. We like to believe we are separate from the forest. We don't see the connection between the Amazon and the water in our taps, or the haze over Borneo, and the storms that hit our cities. But the forest's fate is inseparable from our own. Every tree lost is a breath stolen from our lungs. Every species gone is a safety net removed from under our feet. You will notice the forest's death first in the water. Rivers that once teemed with life now run shallow. Aquifers dry up. Wells that sustained communities for generations now yield nothing. Water becomes scarce and contaminated, carrying chemicals, heavy metals, and pathogens straight into our homes. Then comes the air. Fires, smoke, and pollution turn clear skies into hazy blankets of danger. Respiratory illnesses rise, allergies become relentless. Cities that were once thriving now choke on the consequences of distant destruction, and the pathogens, once confined to wildlife, find new hosts in us. Zoonotic diseases emerge, fed by habitat destruction. Pandemics fueled by deforestation reach into every corner of the globe. A bat in a burned-out forest is no longer distant news, it is a direct threat to your family. Food security falters as soils degrade, crops fail, and pollinators disappear. Extreme weather wipes out harvests, floods markets, and drives prices beyond reach for many. The world is changing, and those changes are arriving right at your doorstep. This is no distant apocalypse. It is your reality. And still, many of us turn away, believing the forests are someone else's problem. Yet every storm, every flood, every smoke-choked morning is a reminder. When the forest dies, we die a little with it. There are places where the forests are already gone, leaving communities to face the consequences firsthand. Villages along the Amazon struggle with contaminated water. Farmers in Borneo watch orangutans vanish and feel the soil lose its fertility. Cities in Southeast Asia choke on haze from fires that started thousands of miles away. Yet, even in despair, there are stories of resistance. Small communities are planting trees along rivers to restore watersheds. Conservationists patrol forests to protect the last habitats of endangered species. Scientists work tirelessly to document biodiversity before it is lost forever. These acts are small, almost invisible, but they are sparks of hope in a world at risk. They remind us that while destruction is powerful, restoration is possible if we act before it is too late. The last forest is vanishing, but it is not yet gone. Every tree planted, every hectare preserved, every voice raised in awareness is a heartbeat returning to the earth. We can support NGOs, fund reforestation projects, and speak for those who are silent. We must act today, because tomorrow may be too late. Each small action compounds into something larger than ourselves, a living, breathing forest once again. Imagine a forest restored, rivers flowing, air pure, wildlife abundant, and humans thriving alongside nature rather than against it. This is not fantasy. It is possible if we choose to act. The forest's survival depends on you, your decisions, your choices, your awareness. These are as crucial as any rainfall or seedling. Humanity and nature are intertwined. Destroy one, and the other suffers. Protect one, and both flourish. The last forest is a warning, a tragedy, and a call to arms. Its loss is your loss. Its survival is your chance. Subscribe now, share this video with those who care about our planet, and comment below. I want to save the forests, because sometimes a single view, a single click, a single voice is enough to ignite hope, to change the way we see ourselves, and to prepare for the challenges ahead. The forests are waiting. Will you answer their call?